Vampires, creatures of the night, they have haunted our dreams and nightmares for generations, lurking in the shadows of our collective consciousness. They evoke fear and fascination in equal measure, drawing us in with their enigmatic presence and the promise of the unknown. Their world is one of darkness, mystery, and ancient power, a realm where the rules of our reality do not apply, and where the supernatural reigns supreme. These legendary beings have captivated our imaginations for centuries, appearing in countless myths, legends, and stories passed down through the ages. From folklore to film, the vampire continues to hold us in its thrall. Iconic characters like Dracula have become cultural touchstones, embodying our deepest fears and desires. But what is it about these creatures of the night that so deeply resonates within us? Is it their eternal life, free from the constraints of time and mortality? Perhaps it is their immortality that we envy, the idea of living forever, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, or their supernatural abilities that intrigue us, powers that defy the natural order and grant them dominion over the night. Whatever the reason, vampires remain a subject of enduring fascination. They are a mirror reflecting our own fears and fantasies, a symbol of the eternal struggle between light and darkness. They offer a glimpse into a world beyond our own, a world filled with endless possibilities and hidden dangers, a world where the lines between life and death are blurred and where the allure of the unknown beckons us to explore the depths of our own imaginations. Vampires are instantly recognizable: pale skin, piercing eyes, a thirst for blood. These traits are consistent across cultures. They are often described as elegant and alluring, yet beneath the surface lies a predator. Vampires are said to possess superhuman strength and speed. They can command the night. Some tales attribute to them the power to transform into animals. Bats are a common motif, their nocturnal nature mirroring that of the vampire. Belief in vampires is deeply rooted in folklore. Tales of these creatures emerge from various cultures, each adding its own interpretation. In Europe, vampire myths likely arose from a lack of scientific understanding about death and decomposition. People misunderstood the natural processes of decay. Bodies exhumed after burial might show signs that fueled superstition. Hair and nails appearing to have grown, blood at the mouth. These sights were easily attributed to the supernatural. While vampire myths predate him, Bram Stoker cemented the modern image of the vampire. His 1897 novel, Dracula, introduced Count Dracula. This Transylvanian nobleman became the archetype for the modern vampire. Stoker's Dracula was both monstrous and alluring. He possessed a hypnotic gaze and commanded the forces of darkness. He craved blood, yet yearned for connection. This complex portrayal continues to influence how we perceive vampires today. Section 5. The vampire in popular culture. Beyond Dracula, Dracula's influence is undeniable, but the vampire in popular culture has evolved. From the romantic hero to the terrifying monster, the vampire has taken on many forms. Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles gave us Lestat, a brooding philosophical vampire. Buffy the Vampire Slayer combined horror with humor and social commentary. These diverse interpretations reflect our evolving relationship with the vampire myth. It's a testament to the adaptability of these creatures in our collective imagination. Section 6. Vampires in the real world. Fact, fiction, or misunderstanding. Could vampires exist beyond the realm of fiction? The idea of vampires has fascinated humanity for centuries, weaving its way through folklore, literature, and film. While romanticized in stories, the reality is less glamorous. The allure of the vampire myth often overshadows the darker, more complex truths behind these tales. Some individuals exhibit a fascination with blood drinking. This behavior, though rare, has been documented and studied by medical professionals. This condition, known as Renfield syndrome, is a rare psychiatric disorder. Named after a character in Bram Stoker's Dracula, it involves an obsession with drinking blood. Historically, some people suffering from diseases like porphyria might have exhibited traits attributed to vampires. Porphyria is a group of disorders that result from a buildup of natural chemicals that produce porphyrin in your body. Sensitivity to sunlight, skin lesions, and receding gums are some of the symptoms. These symptoms can be severe and debilitating, often leading to a life of isolation and fear. These could have easily been misconstrued in times when medical knowledge was limited. In medieval times, the lack of understanding about such conditions could lead to fear and superstition, fueling the vampire legends that persist to this day. Section 7. Why we remain captivated, the enduring fascination with vampires. Why do vampires continue to fascinate us? Perhaps it's their immortality, the idea of living forever, untouched by the ravages of time, or their association with the night, a realm of mystery and the unknown. The night has always been a time when our imaginations run wild, and vampires embody that nocturnal allure. There's an undeniable allure to their dark, seductive nature. They represent forbidden desires and the thrill of the unknown, drawing us into their shadowy world. Vampires allow us to explore our fears and desires. They are a mirror to our deepest anxieties, reflecting our inner turmoil and the darker aspects of our psyche. They personify our anxieties about mortality, seduction, and the power of darkness. Through them, we confront our fear of death and the unknown, while also being drawn to their enigmatic charm. They offer a glimpse into a world beyond our own, a world that both repels and attracts us. This duality is what keeps us coming back to vampire stories time and time again, seeking to understand the balance between light and dark within ourselves. Section 8. Conclusion: the vampire, a timeless figure of mystery and intrigue. The vampire remains a potent symbol in our collective consciousness. They are creatures of myth and legend, born from fear and fascination. Whether we fear them or are drawn to their allure, one thing remains certain: vampires will continue to haunt our imaginations for centuries to come.